Before we start today's video off, I want to go ahead and wish you guys a happy new year. Work hard, stay motivated, and make 2019 the best year yet.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to continue working on the DF Goblin kit car because we did get a bunch of important parts in, which that includes our main wire and harness, guys. Check that out. It is a small box. We shipped out a big box, but it came in cut down perfect for the size of the kit car. Man, that is some super exciting news because that means we can go ahead and install a ton of more parts to this thing, and that's going to get us closer and closer to the finished product. So let's go ahead and crack this box open and start plugging stuff in. Guys, we just installed this gauge cluster. Man, this thing is just coming together. Look how sick that looks. That looks freaking awesome right there in the center. And then I think the boost gauge or something will go probably around here. We're just gonna think about how we're gonna do that. But other than that, man, check that out. That looks absolutely great, dude. It's coming together with that wiring harness.
Yep,
man.
got the wiring harness down the center there. Went ahead and plugged some things up. Got that mounted, the kick panel there.
Yep.
Man, it's just coming together, guys. It's sick.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna finish up, zip tie some of this stuff to this bar, plug in everything that we need, and just keep going from there, guys. We're getting it done as fast as possible. It's super simple, just plug and play basically, but you do have to zip tie some stuff and you do have to route it in their correct position. So let's go ahead and finish plugging up the front end. So actually, before we start plugging things up, we do have to remove our old ignition switch because we're gonna reuse it on this car. You know, that's how we're gonna have to start it. Got my flathead right here, and I'm just gonna start prying some stuff up because it looks like just a clip right here that goes around the column. Hopefully we can just pop it off somehow. I actually need to take the steering wheel off.
Right, yeah, so we're gonna have to pop that airbag, right?
Yeah, we're probably gonna pop that airbag. Should be pretty simple. Should be just like the original GM. You just push a tab in there. So let's go ahead and actually take the whole entire steering wheel off, because then all this stuff is just gonna slide off super easy. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So now that our ignition switch is installed, we're gonna go ahead and route some wires through and start plugging stuff in.
All right, let's get the next thing, plug in that horn. You gotta have that horn right there.
Oh yeah.
You know, see, crazy driver, but got the battery cable there, the negative. We're just moving right along with these wires here. It's pretty dang simple. We are going based off of the videos that DF Goblin has. Be sure to check out their YouTube channel. Very informative. Gives you everything you need to know, pretty much. Alrighty guys, so we just pretty much ran the whole entire front wiring harness. Also went ahead and connected the battery cables from front all the way to the back there. Got the negative cable there. We plugged in everything that we could, but some of the stuff is still not installed, so we're gonna hold off on that. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and unpackage our heat exchanger and our radiator and install it on the car.
This is our heat exchanger right here. Man, this sucker's nice.
Oh yeah.
I wish it would have matched the car. That would have been
pretty cool.
But you can't really see it anyway, so it does sit, what does it sit like
flat.
this?
It does sit flat. just like that right there.
It does come with mountain hardware, so let's go ahead and grab the mountain hardware, and we're probably gonna go ahead and unbolt this front section right here. get it out of the way so it's a lot easier to work with. So let's go ahead and drop it real quick. Alright, so we just took off that front clip there to get in there a little bit better so it's a lot easier to install this heat exchanger. But before we do that, we want to go ahead and mount all these little brackets on there and also on the radiator, and then we're going to install them on the car. Finished up installing our heat exchanger, and we also went ahead and installed the duct. We just riveted on there, super simple. Now it is time to piece together the radiator and slap this sucker on there. But before we do that, let's go ahead and throw our radiator support back on. Just finished installing the radiator. Went on nicely. It's nice and tight. We went ahead and tightened everything. Now it is time to install some radiator. Now it is time to install some radiator hoses. They do need a little bit of trimming, but not too much. So let's go ahead, hop right on it, and start putting these suckers on.
Alright, so we got the hoses connected here with the connectors that we got provided. All we gotta do now is just pretty much tighten them down with the clamps. But look at that, guys. That is just so amazing how this radiator hose actually runs through the whole entire frame here, which that just makes it one of a kind and unique.
Yeah, that is crazy that they just slipped this thing all the way through it. Man, that's insane. That is super cool and unique about this car. So we just finished up the main stuff on the front end, like the radiator and stuff like that. And also we just went ahead and snapped these suckers in just to see how it looks. And man, that looks super good. I love the look of that. I can't wait till we put the hood on and everything like that. It's just gonna look amazing. So after that, we're probably gonna move on to the rear end and install the fuel cell and move from there. But it is getting late on us and we're gonna do more work tomorrow. So we'll catch you guys in the morning. Alright guys, so next day here, finally we're going to be working on the rear end of the kit car. So we went ahead and turned it around, and the first thing we're going to do is install this fuel tank. Alright guys, so now that the fuel tank is installed, ready to go, it's all done over there. Now we're moving on to the engine and transmission. But before we can put this up into the kit car, there is a little issue on the transmission where the bracket bolts onto. It did crack during the accident, so we're gonna go ahead and remove this transmission, take it to somebody to get it fixed, and then we'll be able to put this right up in the kit car. Alright Alright guys, so we just pulled off the transmission. It is pretty dirty, so we're probably gonna give it a nice pressure wash before we take it to get repaired. So let's go ahead and take this thing outside and give it a nice wash.
Alrighty guys, so we got it all cleaned up, looks way better, looks nice and shiny. Now we're gonna go ahead and take it to the welder man, see if he can fix it for us. Let me show you guys the damage. You guys didn't really catch it. It's right there. I don't know guys, some people may be able to fix this, others can't, but we're about to find out right now. Alright, so we just cruised up in the old Cobalt, dropped the transmission off, and apparently, what did he say? Can he fix it?
Yeah, he said he can fix it, and it'll be probably a couple days, maybe like 2 days or something like that. He's just really busy right now, but no problem. We still got a ton of more work to go, so let's head back to the house. All right, guys, so we are back at the house. We just dropped our transmission off. Hopefully they get it done in a few days. If not, we may have to just pull the one out of our spare Cobalt that we have back there, our supercharged one. Hopefully the transmissions are the same. I don't know. Let us know down in the comments below. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and remove our AC compressor because we are not gonna be retaining AC, obviously. So we're gonna go ahead, remove that real quick, install our new belt, a shorter belt. Look how small this belt is, man. That's tiny. Just alternator, and that's it, you know, that's all it runs. So we're gonna go ahead, take that off real quick, put our new belt, and then we're gonna hop back on the front of the kit car and start installing some more stuff.
Alright, so the serpentine belt is installed. We're gonna set that engine aside for now because we're gonna jump onto the front end here and install this master cylinder reservoir tank.
Yeah, reservoir tank. It comes with the kit, so we're gonna have to route it from here all the way down to here. It does come with the lines and all the hardware to do that, so we're gonna go ahead and start installing it.
Alrighty guys, so we just ran the master cylinder to the brake booster. That is all conjoined now. That is finished. That is all out of the way. So that's pretty much gonna be a wrap for today's video. We got a lot of big things coming to the channel here very soon. So guys, be sure to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on anything. Quick update guys, we got parts coming in on this. We got the rear coilovers and bucket seats coming here soon. Racing seats, they're gonna be sick. This thing is just gonna get better and better. Also, we got parts coming in on the Viper and we got parts coming in on the GTR. So we got 3 builds going on at once, but I hope you guys stay tuned for each and every one of them because they're all gonna be awesome. With that being said, guys, if you're new, be sure to subscribe. Also, smash that like button. And if you haven't, be sure to follow us on Instagram where you'll get an inside scoop before YouTube. Also, guys, new merch is dropping here very soon at goonzquad.com. So be on the lookout there and copy some fire merch. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to stay tuned and we'll catch you next time. Peace.